Likoni Ferry are now a thing of the past. The iconic Likoni floating bridge, built in a record time of 6 months and opened to the public in December 2020, sees over 150,000 residents cross the channel on a daily basis in an orderly, safe, and secure manner. This has not only allowed for the efficient management of time and mobility across the channel, but significantly moderated the incidences of COVID-19 transmission and contributed to our overall disease mitigation strategy in the coastal region. Kenya has taken pride of place through this initiative, a first of its kind in the region, linking Liwatoni on Mombasa Island with Ras Bofu on the Likoni mainland, and we intend to adopt such innovative approaches and learning to deliver on similar challenges in our various sectors. In sum, Mr. Speakers, COVID was both a danger and an opportunity. But because we focused on the opportunity side of the crisis, now Kenya has developed the necessary infrastructure for rolling out the universal health coverage outreach. But of equal importance, our COVID innovations in the area of health have propelled us to a place where Kenya can become a destination for health tourism for the region and beyond. Honorable members, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot end this COVID part of my address to Parliament without paying tribute to the people of Kenya for their commendable civic responsibility in the fight against COVID-19. While my administration provided leadership and action, our people supported us with self-sacrifice and civic duty. As you will recall, very early in the pandemic, I did warn our people that the government cannot police the morality of its citizens. I warned that in a war against an invisible enemy like COVID, our former way of life would have to be adapted to a new normal where every Kenyan was his or her neighbor's keeper. In this new normal, citizens do not fight for liberties, they scramble for survival. When I made this call for civic responsibility in the face of COVID, I also emphasized that responsibility is not a burden, but it is a civic duty. I pay tribute to our fellow citizens for being responsible members of our communities. And indeed, as our forefathers stressed time and time again, our greatest strength will always be our unity. Today, I am happy to report that despite the challenges and immense pressures and limits on our way of life, Kenyans did rise to the task and acted responsibly. Where others were reluctant, Kenyans gladly sacrificed for the good of the whole. For that reason, we were able to bend the curve and prevent the worst-case scenarios. And due to this, and after careful consideration, during the Mashujaa Day celebrations, I lifted the curfew and restriction of movement countrywide. Once again, as we have always done, we have shown that Kenyans are a people who put country above self, neighbor above individual, and we are a people who firmly believe in exercising our rights and freedoms in a responsible and purposeful manner. While a few battles have been won, the war against COVID is not yet won, and we cannot rest on our laurels. Now more than ever, we are faced with yet another variant of this coronavirus, the Omicron variant that is said to carry a higher risk of infection. This variant may explain infection rate spikes that we are witnessing across the globe. I did pledge to the nation in June of this year that by Christmas, we would have over 10 million adults vaccinated. As of today, we have achieved a target of 7.1 million Kenyans, up from 5 million as announced on Mashujaa Day in October 2020. Mr. Speakers, to fortify our national